Hey there everyone. If you are new to my channel, my name is Bridget. I go by the name Chaotic Good on several reselling platforms and here on YouTube. And today I have for you a thrift haul. I was treating myself with a thrift haul over a lunch hour after getting a bunch of stuff listed. So I tried to keep it short. I did wind up coming home with a little more than I expected, but it was good stuff. I think you'll enjoy what I've got. I kind of kept it with the season for the most part. It's winter right here now in Kansas City. So let's get into it. I'll tell you what I picked up and why, and anything else I can think to tell you about this trip. So starting off, this was one of the first times I've ever seen a shoe rotation at my bins. So recently, in the last year or so, they've kind of changed the layout. They got rid of the price per item section, added more bins there. They've added bins of books with flat pricing that I think is $1 or $2 a piece. And previously, all the shoes and housewares even, I think, were all thrown in together. Now they have a few bins of glass, dishes, that sort of thing, and a few less than 10 bins of shoes. So I've never been there for a shoe rotation, and this day I was thinking I would probably not like jump into the rotations, but I kind of wanted to see what was up with the shoes. So I went in after a lot of people had already lined up, and I managed to get a couple pairs. I grabbed about 8, then checked condition, brand, etc., and threw back all but 2. So the first shoes I got were these Joseph Siebels, which are in really great condition. They're size 38, which I think is maybe a 7, maybe an 8. A little bit of wear in the footbed, but I'm going to see if I can kind of rough that out. But they have not been worn at all. Obviously out of season, but I love Joseph Siebel shoes, so they're very comfortable. So I think, and expensive. So I figured it would be a good pickup. And then these, not as great. I probably should have left them, but they're these Cole Haan Nike Air. Almost, bottoms are in really good condition. The tops need some cleaning, and I thought that this was kind of clouded up, but it's actually was just dusty. So that's cool that those are in good shape, and I checked that the bubble is not popped. We are approaching Christmas, so I got to get this guy up and running. Looks like they were charging $23 for this glorious sweater. It is from Nutcracker, and it's plus size. I'll probably list it around $30, and I suspect I'll probably get around 20 to 25. It needs a quick sweater shave, but I love the metallic of it, and it's not overtly Christmassy. So I was kind of looking for vintage lingerie, dark academia, and we'll see how much of all those things I've got. But this I grabbed because it's a Land's End pink sweater that fits the Barbie core theme. So pink and Barbie core is pretty big right now, as the movie is about to come out. I know we've all seen some leaked photos from the set of the Barbie movie, so I think that will continue to be a good trend for at least this year. And then this is just an acrylic vintage plaid shirt. Good condition, great colors, kind of Christmassy colors if you want to go that route, and can be worn as itself or over a t-shirt. It's how I always used to wear them. This, I have to check the condition on it. Oh my gosh, it's all tangled. But this is a vintage Vanity Fair. I'm gonna guess 80s bra. Good shape, lacy, really pretty. The bright colors on bras tend to do better, generally speaking, I think. So next up is just this little lace trimmed camisole in a larger size. I think it might be a 1X or a 2X with adjustable sleeves, probably from the 60s. Oh, and also speaking of Barbie core pink, someone might wear this as a skirt or as a slip. Lace trimmed Vassarette 1990s bright pink slip. That is a great color. This is a 90s, I believe, maybe Y2K butterfly bejeweled, where are they? Bejeweled t-shirt. These do pretty well. Not gonna make me rich, but somebody will definitely pick that up, I feel, for the spring. Oh boy. And then this is a great nightgown that could also double as a dress, maxi length, lace trim. I don't think it has a year on it, or excuse me, a size on it, and I would guess that this is 80s, probably 80s, could be 70s, but I feel like it's 80s. Another, I really lucked out, found quite a few lingerie pieces, but they were kind of all over the place. I didn't find a big, you know, hot spot with a bunch of lingerie, but just kept my eyes out as I was looking around. So a colorful, and let me look at the tag. I'm gonna guess this is 60s, 70s camisole in a bright purple, or rich purple color, I would say. And then little grandma core, mom core, embroidered flower, really sweet embroidery. We got some beads, we got some knitting of different colors, and then embroidery on top of that. So that's our favorite Alfred Dunner. I picked up some Alfred Dunner based on style early on, couldn't sell it, finally sold it, and then all of a sudden everybody, quite a few people were buying Alfred Dunner, and it was selling. So the items are pretty well made, and they're made to last. So I'm gonna keep picking them up, especially at Ben's prices. I'm not gonna take huge risks on them, but for now they continue to sell. And here is a jacket, needs a little steam, but I think this is nice with the dark academia look. This could, I consider blazers unisex. I have always worn men's and women's blazers, depending on whatever look we want. I picked this one up and looked up the brand name because it was from Halls, which is a local department store that is rather nice. So the brand on this is Hickey Freeman, which I do not know, but I looked it up based on there being a Halls tag, and it was worth picking up. This next one, wow. This is a coat, long cowhide patchwork coat. So amazing. It does need some TLC. This is going to be pretty easy to fix. The seam here split, both shoulders are split. This is made in Spain. I'm not finding a lot of these Lita Spain by Groper. I'm not finding many of these coats, but just the uniqueness and how nice it is. The cowhide is in very good condition. I saw one of them listed for $160 on Poshmark. It is heavy, but I don't think I paid more than $10 for it. So I think that'll be a good pickup. I want to get that fixed up and posted before Christmas, because that is a time's a wasting for coats, isn't it? We just had our first snow here today in Kansas City, so it all moves fast after that. Here is a really, I think, a really cute tweedy Talbot skirt. I pick up Talbots. People tend to know their size. and it sells for me. It's relatively expensive retail, so I think people like to get a deal on it. And I just really like this combination of colors with blues, kind of purples and red, white and black in there. And some more vintage goodness coming through. This is a vintage Anne Klein, back when Anne Klein really was something. I love this print. How can you miss with that print? So, we've got the logo right there. And it is a size medium. I'm wondering if my daughter will steal this from me. Probably not. And I wish it fit me, because I just think those colors are crazy. So last time I went to the bins, I also picked up some more children's clothes. Gosh, this looks so tiny. I believe this is actually, yeah, this is a probably infant size, or excuse me, newborn size, which is also an infant. Love the little heart embroidery, so perhaps this would be good for Valentine's Day. We've also got little ladybugs on there as well. So very cute. You know, it's probably like 3 or 4 ounces, so I did not pay all that much. My bins that I typically go to, they charge $1.69 for pound for clothes and linens, and they also have like a frequent shopper program that I think you can earn up to 30% off. So I think once you've spent $150, you can earn 30% off. It goes 10, 20, 30. I tend to save up to the 30% and then go do a mega shopping trip. This trip, I think, cost me about $27 or so. So here was just some linen, embroidered linen that is in really nice condition. Butterflies still tend to be doing well. This could sit out on a table. It could sit on the back of a chair. So it's just really well done. And one of the challenges I often have finding these is there's stains on them. And I never know if I'm going to be able to get the stain out, and if people will buy if there's a stain. So this one looked to be in good condition. There's a few strings that I need to cut off, but that's about it. Now this, I think, is just for me. I like the colors. I might post it if somebody wants it, but I won't be mad if it doesn't. It is just an infinity scarf. You know, so coming up on, I do love how versatile these are. That's a lovely look, but it'll work for winter when it's really cold. So we'll see if anybody wants this. Nicely made, and the colors can't be beat. What else? Oh, here we have just a swimsuit top, Catalina. This also might be for me. Very much a mom swimsuit, but it's what I like to wear, so I don't really have to worry about what I look like at the beach. And then, oh, this is a great lace pair of pants from Cezanne. Right there. And they are, gosh, I don't even know what size they are. So they're large. I'm not sure about that, maybe. But somebody's gonna love those. And, oh, we're getting to the bottom of the pile. Here is a new with tags pair of Lee pants. Let's see if we have they were on clearance for $20. I think they were originally $50. So I'll probably list them for $30 and take offers. Again, they're probably about a pound, so plenty of room for profit, and we're coming up on Christmas, so I feel like there's more buyers there who are interested in new with tags items, whether you're buying for yourself or you're buying for someone else. And then here we have some Eddie Bauer Bremerton fit black corduroys in size 12. So again, I've sold a couple Bremerton fit pants in the past. I think that people look for them. They're a flat front, and corduroys tend to really do well if they are in good condition. You obviously need to check, make sure you don't have butt wear or knee wear or any sort of weird creasing of the fabric, but I'm a fan of corduroys, and apparently other people are too. And finally, one last pretty, not as vintage, but I think this might be Y2K, maybe 90s, little lace camisole. Let's look at the size. I think that this is, yes, this is a camisole, not a 90, given the length, but it's got some pretty sparkle there, and I think this will do well. Also, you know, after Christmas comes Valentine's Day, so I think that is a good good holiday to have lingerie and jewelry and kind of gifts for women in your closets or in your shops. So that's my big haul that I was able to get through in about an hour. I think I'm most excited about these Joseph Siebel sandals, and again, if they were my size, they'd be sticking with me. But thanks so much for joining me. Got plenty of other hauls, and I'm hoping to soon bring back the Depop sold videos that I've been doing back earlier in the year. Still getting questions about what people are selling on Depop, and it always changes. It's very prone to trends, but so look for that in the coming weeks. And thanks so much for joining me. And if I don't see you before then, happy holidays. Bye.